So
All right.
61 it is.
So let's roll into it. Welcome to Vlog Thursday, not episode 69, episode 61.
We're getting there, though.
We're
We
getting
are
there.
so close.
We're going to do some type of celebratory thing for episode 69. So we'll have 69 episodes and then we're childish. So, that combination of things. Now we will introduce ourselves, and I am Tom Lawrence. This is
Daniel Dugan.
And I'm Marv Anderson.
Yes, because we got called out on this, the fact that people who didn't watch episode 1, and then we started not saying our names, and I'm like, I know better. And Marvin went to like a film school thing,
Yeah,
so he supposedly knows
I
better.
should totally know better. But I spend so much time making sure that the shot is set up correctly.
Yes, that's always you'd think we could just put something in place, but then everything gets moved, and then Marvin's like, clockwise. No, the other way.
The other clockwise. Well, we've also said, like, when we're setting up, like, every show, we're like, oh, we should put tape down for where the camera should be. And we're like, yeah, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
We never do it.
And then
No.
then it's just every
Yeah.
time it's the same thing.
We are so full of great ideas that aren't executed. You could probably make money if you followed us around and got great
Just,
ideas.
you guys just wrote
Oh,
down, well, that
I
is
like
a great
that.
idea.
Just implement all the things we talk about doing. Oh, and I'll start out with my. This became a discussion, but right away I posted it on Facebook, which got real popular, and it didn't get popular on Twitter because I don't have enough Twitter followers. You have to have Twitter followers or bots retweeting it to make it really popular. But no, it was someone said they had their bar. They went to the bar and they got on the Wi-Fi. And they said, hey, what's your Wi-Fi password? And it says, you have to order a drink. And the guy orders a drink, and he asks the same question again to the bartender, what's the Wi-Fi password? You have to order a drink, all lowercase.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, that is great. So I posted, restaurants should think you have to order an appetizer. That would be the same thing. It's a great way. It's a great marketing tip.
It really is. I like that.
I think it's a great idea. You have to order an appetizer.
We should do that here. If people stop and like, hey, what's your Wi-Fi? We can be like, you have to buy a laptop.
And we have a semi-public Wi-Fi that we have customers connect to, and it's always a joke because the password does rotate, and it's always something funny, like what Wi-Fi was it for a long time?
It's really long is another one.
It's
What's
really
your-
long.
Yeah.
Then the next one was it was twice as long as that, and it's twice as long as what? Yeah, exactly.
Didn't we have it as no you can't for when people are like, hey, can I have your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, no, you can't was one of
No,
our
you
passwords
can't.
for a while. No, you
Yeah.
can't.
No, all lowercase
All
is
lowercase.
the delimiter, right? And they're like, oh, I get it now.
Oh, we
Yeah.
should have one that's that's just all lowercase.
Yeah.
All lowercase, all lowercase.
All lowercase. What? That's a great one.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes. So we'll help find your Wi-Fi password for you. This is great. A couple of business things. Then we're going to talk about Dan and what he does and why he's here. There's all of that fun stuff. A few business things is we landed the big bid we were working on. So
we sure did.
The Joe's Hamburger episode was about what 3 or 4 episodes ago. So it'd been a month ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At least.
People always ask where do we get clients, and we did a couple process videos where we show some wiring job cleanups, and of course the question a lot of people starting out in business is, how do I get customers? I don't know.
Right place, right time.
We're still working on that after 15 years in business. There's not any one way. There's not a magic switch. There's not a company I call, give me some more customers, I need some work. It doesn't ever work quite as simple as that. So it's like the entire gamut of marketing, which you have a background and like a lot of experiencing, helping creating these. I dislike the buzzword terms of sales funnel, but that's essentially what you're creating is
Sure.
all these different things and bringing customers to you. And we had talked about the Chamber of Commerce, and me and Marvin actually did part of the vlog Thursday from the Chamber of Commerce event where we went and shook hands and met people. Marv sang and danced
I
for
did.
people.
I have a whole song and dance I do.
He has an entire shtick. Because we do, Chamber of Commerce has things like selling the raffle tickets and stuff like that. Marvin always jumps into that because everyone knows Marvin at chamber events. And,
For better or worse.
Yes.
You guys do a lot of amazing work there, right? So
Yeah.
that has been, you're the president, aren't you?
Well,
or-
I am on the board of directors.
Sure.
So I have also not just gone to chamber events. I have now come all the way full circle and become on the board member. So I help with decisions, and we vote yay or nay and things and talk about finances. And
You now tackle the boring, terrible part.
yeah, let's just say the events are fun. We want to keep them fun, but there are some functional things that have to occur,
Sure.
or the events will not occur. But participating in all those things, from BNI to chamber networking events, and just all those things, those are all ways we get clients. There's not like any one secret method. Sometimes people call us from website, or this is a lesson on why you should always stop in and say hi to people you may perceive as your competitor. One of our competitors, potential, I'm not going to say any names because it's not not final. But I knew the guy was getting close to retire, and his son does not want the business, and he would like to give us all his customers.
Right, that's the way to do it.
That's what we do. He says, you know what, you guys have always been honest. We and him have had a long time, for a number of years, back and forth relationship, talking and keeping in touch with him. He just called the other day, says, I'm going to cut to the chase. I'm taking a corporate job with an excellent retirement package, and I'm going to, you were the only person I trust to take on my IT clients that I've had for years. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's wonderful. And the nice thing is, because he does really nice work, we're not taking over disaster clients like we usually do. Because disaster is why you take over IT. The other guy screwed up, now we're calling you. It's all on fire. How quick can you put it out? Like That's our giant general client acquisition, is they are looking for another IT company because other IT company screwed up royally. And this is actually going to be the handoff of well-documented clients with up-to-date networks, and everything's humming along. They just need someone to take over.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
It's such a rare thing.
Awesome.
You never take over IT like that. It's always, well, that guy screwed up. It's time to call someone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, we got a call. I'm still kind of seeing where we're at with this. Another IT guy. I don't know where he's at with it. He asked us for perhaps some help. 40 servers and 150 workstations all infected with the same virus with no backups.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Oops. Oh, no.
Hey, he texts me, and it was on Sunday. I get the call, and then I text him back. So what's your backup situation? He says, that's why I'm talking to you.
Oh,
All right, so that defined that. So a lot of people don't know how bad their IT guy is until there's an incident. They just assume everything's humming along and going well. So that's our catch up on all the business stuff that's going on that we feel like talking about. Dan's here.
Hey!
And I met you at Penguicon how many years ago now?
2016, I showed up with a pile of laptops.
Yes.
I said, I don't know, we're building a computer lab.
Yes.
And Tom was like, oh, this is awesome. I have all these great ideas. And I'm like, these laptops are, kind
of sad.
kind of sad. But I have a vision of what the computer lab could be. And Tom's like, yes, let's do that.
And I think I taught the first computer lab classes. I taught Bash Shell and something else.
Getting to know Linux. So
It was an intro to Linux and general command line stuff. It was a real intro 101, but the class went really well. And now, a few years later, at the big Penguicon. Penguicon. And if you don't know what Penguicon, what's the website for Penguicon? I'm going to leave it below.
Penguicon.org.
It is an amazing conference. The main hotel is sold out, am I correct?
We got 3 spots left.
3 spots
If you're
left.
watching this right now, get a spot at Penguicon.
Yes, and I'll leave links to all this on there. So if you happen to be in the Detroit area, or you'd like to travel to the Detroit area, Penguicon is on
May 4th through 6th. Thanks for the cold throw.
He's like, the first floor? I don't know.
So it's May 4th through 6th.
Yes.
Now, did you do that on purpose
all
for May the
weekend
4th
long?
be with you?
No, we
should
have a lot of students that attend. We do a lot of work with academics. We do a lot of work. So we wanted to schedule it. Normally we just drop it right in the middle of spring break and just have people suffer. So this year we bumped it a week later so that we can have, cryptology and exploring King Tut's tomb sideways.
And there is no other conference I've been to, and I've been to a lot of conferences that I can say equates to what Penguicon is. It is a combination of like a sci-fi conference mashed up with some random cosplay happening and lots of open source and Linux talks. I mean, Bruce Schneier was a keynote.
Yeah.
I mean, Cory Doctorow. You've had like the biggest names in the tech world there, along with writers. You had, which his Ready Player One movie.
Ernest Cline.
Loved it. I got to meet Ernest Cline there. So you have these sci-fi people, luminaries in that realm of fiction writing and things like that. Then you have Bruce Schneier, foremost cryptographer, speaks before Congress. You can't get an interview with the guy, but somehow Penguicon got him to come there and do a keynote.
Yeah, you can go have a sandwich with him at Penguicon.
But you can have a sandwich with him there. I rode in an elevator with him. I almost wanted to make a Bruce Schneier joke about now the elevator's encrypted, but I thought I didn't want to be rude, and I just say thank you for your talk, and I was just polite to him. But
yeah, big mistake.
I know.
He's a real character.
Yes, I was kind of awestruck. I'm not someone who gets starstruck because I don't really have. I'm not a fanboy of a lot of things, except for like sci-fi things and stuff like that.
I'm a fanboy of you, Tom.
Oh, no, about that.
Do you guys need me to step out for a second? Or?
Could you? No, I'm a fanboy of you too, Marvin.
Yeah. So, Dan, when he's not doing the Penguicon stuff and check out that conference, you also currently work for a startup.
I do. So I work for a startup called Genomenon in Ann Arbor. I'm a bioinformatician, which is a real fancy name for I take medical articles that have critical genes in them and separate them by those genes and assign them to different variants. It's a pile of work, and there's millions of segmented opportunities. But the end goal is people that have treatable individual variants of cancer can have individual treatment plans from pathologists and other clinicians. So you go in, you get your genome sequenced, you have these cancer variants, you have this treatment, you take a pill the rest of your life and you're cancer free. You don't have that that gap where we no longer have to use chemo to nuke people's bodies.
You can get the real specific of it.
Yeah.
I know years ago I'd met a researcher who was kind of working on that because he said the problem is there's so many variants of things. It's not like we have blanket treatments. So we fail at edge cases, we're good at general cases, as in the U.S. medical system.
Sure.
Because, hey, this treatment fixes like 80% of the people, that's fine. The 20%,
Yeah.
And but we have these new tools that allow us to do it. Because that was one of the trouble, and this goes back almost 20 years ago. I met this researcher. The data was too hard to get.
Sure.
Because he's one doctor who understood this by working at several hospitals that he traveled around, but trying to get that data across everywhere is hard versus now, the internet.
Yeah.
So you can...
It's still hard.
It's still hard.
So does your company then, you perform the testing, the genetic testing and everything, or?
So we are just a resource.
Okay.
There is the current kind of golden standard is Google Scholar, where people have just been throwing papers for the last 15 years. And we help delineate and find the best articles that are related to that.
Got it.
So
Information overload is a real problem because you look at for any given category of things, now we've gathered and have access to this much information, but I still need the specifics on it because there's everything. The throw it against the wall method, it's all on the wall now.
Sure.
So you curate information.
Yeah, you guys are kind of curating it. So the doctor, if a doctor has a patient that has had their genome sequenced and knows their predispositions.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So as opposed to 10,000 results delivered in 2.5 seconds,
Right.
we provide 5 specific results, all the other details. We have some really nice charts and graphs to demonstrate
That's cool.
where the value is and how quickly we can get that turned over, because we're talking about hours and minutes and seconds counting.
Yeah.
Especially as the tertiary market for genomic analysis picks up, as more people have sequenced, more people kind of come out of labs, we want to be able to get that turned over quickly.
That's really neat.
Oh, thanks.
I did not understand what you did until now. Like I knew I seen because you post on Facebook that you work somewhere, but I mean that doesn't really give. That's a really cool. I'm fascinated with that. If there's other data that you could share, I'd be more than happy to. Because you're in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'd be more than happy to go out there. We can talk more about
Oh,
it.
you want to come do a review of Genomenon?
That actually sounds really
that would be
interesting.
fun. Yeah, that would be cool.
I am very nerdy. This has piqued my interest.
I hope you're not expecting the Mission Impossible style screen.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys on laptops.
I see Vlog Thursday field trip in our future.
Yeah, we'll field trip there. I love when I see innovations like that are helping greater society, and it's kind of interesting to see that. I mean, it's really a fascinating. We just do IT work, which I like what I do, but sometimes I'm like I want to do something really cool or help out doing something really cool, and because when I meet some of our clients are doing really neat things, and that's just fascinating.
Is it just doctors who access it, or like if I do 23andMe and find out that I'm predisposed to a certain kind of cancer, can I?
You can head over to genomenon.com.
Really?
Yeah, sign up for a free account, look up your variants, look what's associated with those variants.
Okay, so I can go to WebMD, put in my symptoms. It will inevitably spit back that I have some kind of cancer.
It always does.
And then I can go to Genomenon and figure out how I can treat it.
Don't go to WebMD.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Skip that step entirely. But if you, so you get back your sequence and it's flagged for certain variants, for genetic dispositions, for certain kinds of cancer, you can then look at the medical articles of people that have received treatment and what the variety of successful levels have been.
Wow,
Absolutely.
That's really awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like this. This is a neat thing. You've done all kinds of neat stuff too. Your history is not just Genomenon.
No.
When I met you, you were helping make hands for people without hands.
I still do that.
You still do that?
Yeah.
That was
What?
yes.
Yeah, so I
like Luke Skywalker hands?
yes.
Yes.
That's awesome.
No, that's how I got into Penguicon in the first place, and this was 2015. A tweet came out from IT and the D. Hey, we need 100 3D printed hands, and I was working with the first robotics team at that time called Frog Force.
Okay, yeah.
And we had a 3D printer. We had some enthusiastic students. I'm like, let's print these hands.
Yeah, and that's a big organization too.
First Robotics?
No, the hand one now.
Oh,
bigger.
Enable is 10,000
Yeah.
volunteers spread over.
Like they were getting started a few years later. Now this big organization,
Now
they've
it's
done all
this
kinds of cool
huge,
stuff.
grindy, sad mess, and bureaucracy, right?
Yeah.
But
still helping people.
Yeah.
Right? So-
No, yeah, I had an article written about me last
yes.
month at the Ann Arbor. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to throw out a good. It's live, so
Yeah.
they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And then we have a recipient. So at Penguicon, when you come to Penguicon, we have a person that has a novel control mechanism. His name is Kent. We've been friends from Penguicon 2015 too, where he helped me rebuild the robot that shot tribbles into the audience.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So we're going to be demonstrating some brand new novel control mechanisms.
Okay.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken's done.
Are we still going?
So yeah, that work continues, and thank you. I'm really happy to
That's
do it,
awesome.
and it's something that's only.
That's neat.
It used to be like a huge time sink for me, and I used to suffer, but now I just do it for fun.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Just
No, you've
make
just been
hands for
involved in
people.
all kinds of fun stuff. And where else? What other conference could you go to where tribbles get thrown at you? Like
None.
no other
There's
Linux
no
conference.
other conference. No, period.
Oh, period.
We're the only conference that shoots
have-
tribbles out of a robot.
They have the copyright on it.
Yes.
we have copyrighted shooting tribbles. That's great. That's awesome. Well, we're going to wrap up Vlog Thursday because the chickens dinged.
And
And the other reason that Dan's here is because he's got a bunch of laptops, and Lawrence Systems is going to be fixing up a bunch of laptops for the computer lab. So we kind of
At
talked to
Penguicon.
him, but that's at Penguicon. So that's why he brought all of them here today, and I said, bring on Thursday and come on record, and we'll talk about it. And I should probably promote Penguicon earlier than now. But it's still you still got a
about a
while.
month and a half.
So you have saved Penguicon a few times, Tom, and I want to thank you so much. And I'm sure you guys will be talking about Penguicon over the next few weeks.
Oh, sure.
Yes, we will.
Does
bring it up
does
several
episode
times.
69 end up right before Penguicon?
It's-
Oh,
weekly.
my. Oh, you
I
know
think
what?
it'll be pretty close.
Oh, if
we're
oh,
gonna.
wow.
You may have to push a couple double episodes to get
Yeah.
there.
All right. So this week is one, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
This is important.
8. It will be episode 69 will be the week after
The Penguicon review.
Will be the Thursday
Penguicon
after.
review.
The Penguicon
We don't
review
have
will
to
be
change
exit
anything.
69.
Because we'll do a review. I will also I put together that video a while ago, and I think it kind of captures a little bit of the my experience at Penguicon. It's like my little 2-minute video of me wandering around there with the camera. There's not a ton of video. It's a hard experience to try to encapsulate because, I mean, I'm giving a talk. I know like 2 things over, there's someone LARPing. I'm giving a talk on firewalls. This year we always record our Sunday morning Linux review, so SMLR is going to be recorded there Sunday morning. We are also going to, what else are we recording there? I'm doing the open source talk, and then I'll probably jump in on a couple other panels. So.
Your open source video editing
Yes.
already has like 30 people interested in it.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. It's actually really. The good thing is I already gave the takeaway. I have a video on it. So one of the things I try to do when I've done any of these talks, and this is kind of what led me to doing it on YouTube, is I do the talk and then I would just refer people. I also have a video on the same topic, so people could watch it again and get all the details and the links and things like that. And all my stuff's Creative Commons, so I don't care if someone wants to, keep a copy of the video for themselves, whatever. And the same thing with this. There's a video, so anything you didn't understand or want some more hands-on approach, they're very detailed. Me showing you how to do it in a video.
Cool.
So fun stuff. All right, well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll find the Penguicon video and insert it here.
And one more time, don't forget to check out Genomenon.
Yeah, if you like.
Or
.com.
Okay.
Penguicon.org, Genomenon.com.
That was it. That was my confusion.
Look in the description for all the links because I can't spell very well, but I can copy pasta links.
Yeah, I'll send you links.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks.
Love you.